Hi there. I tend to want to do things until I get them under control. Or at least have the illusion of thinking that I can control things. Which is probably not that uncommon a trait among women, but that's neither here nor there. So I just did a wavy swipe, and it was pretty cool. I didn't get a lot of cells popping. I thought, wouldn't it be nice to do a wavy swipe that was the short way and do a bunch of different colors? And I don't know how that's going to work, but I've got a timer set. And so I'm just going to lay some spare colors down I have. See how many rows I want to put in. I know that's a hideous pink, I know. But it's been sitting here for a while and it told me, use me, use me. So, the other colors will save it, I promise. And that could go in the bucket. Goodbye, in the bucket. So, we have a lot of nice pinks. And it doesn't really matter what you do with a swipe. Honest to God, it doesn't. You're going to get something neat every time, no matter what you do. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that sounds like a good formula. 5 spots, as long as I don't overkill the paint. And I really did like the way that pink worked last time, even though it scares me. I'm not a neon pink girl. I am, as we know well, a purple neon girl, so it doesn't make any sense. I know that. Ooh, that's thick. I think it might be time. You know, every once in a while, I just finished mixing some more paints. Every once in a while, it's nice to take whatever's left in the bottom of my squeeze bottles and dump it into my mix container and add it to a whole new mix. So everything gets stirred. And that makes me feel like I'm being, what's the word I'm looking for? Responsible. And responsible is good when it comes to your paint, because you really don't want to mix, you don't want to waste your paint. This is not looking overly attractive to me, but that's okay, because that usually changes. Makes me want to, oh, we got a Floetrol booger. Come out! Come out! It's not coming out. Okay, I guess we're not meant to use that right now. We'll use something else. I made up a whole lot of pearl. White pearl. This could take a minute, because we're making more rows than usual. Something better change, so I'm not happy yet. But that doesn't usually stay the case, so I'm not going to fret too much. I don't want them all the same color, and I seem to be making them all kind of the same color. So let's see if we can break out of that. And I think my plan, that'll make green, my plan will be to try and move them over to each other. We've not done this before like this, so I guess I'm not even thinking that I'm going to have a swipe color. We're going this way, but that could be wrong too. You're going to find out when I find out. I kind of think that because, you see the white spaces in between? I kind of think that because we're going back and forth, that will be a problem that will cure itself. Oh, I just remembered I made some of this pearlescent, and I would like some of that right now. Oh, really? But I forgot to trim the tip out. Whoops, now we got a lot of that. Oh well. Trim the tip out. Scissors and goodbye. Sometimes they get too big. Ooh, I have some paint I'm supposed to use up. And I absolutely love what this does with everything around it. I am completely addicted to making things look like that oil slick on the top of a puddle. I want that. That's what I want. Iridescence. I think that's even maybe potentially the meaning of it. Boy, this is going to be different, huh? Way different than usual. I thought, oh, that'll be the same. I was wrong. Can't have too much purple. Not this purple. Put some there. Put some over there. Put some over there. I think we're almost done. How about some other purple? Yeah. I wonder if that red is ready to come out and play yet. Oh, spiders, no! No spiders. I forgot my favorite. Okay, out comes some metallic turquoise. we will, after all, have enough colors. I am thinking that we may have so many colors that putting a piece of freezer paper under the end of this would be a really good idea. Okay. Maybe some white in there. Maybe some orange in there. Have some of this nice red-orange. Boy, this is going to be interesting. I keep saying that, don't I? Okay. I said white. Where's the white? There's the white. I kind of like the idea of some dark blue. Or black. I haven't used any dark blue. Oh, I'm almost out of this. Well, that's okay, because it's like wrestling anyway. Okay, wow. That's the usual rainbow assortment, with the exception of some of my awesome blue. Oh, really? Floetrol? It'll dissipate. I wonder if I do that, if it'll help or hurt. I guess we'll find out together. I have plenty of that green. I don't know how many of these I want. I have a catch plate. It's not the perfect catch plate, but it's the one we're going to use right now. I didn't put any more of that red in there, and I wanted some. Let's just be cautiously enthusiastic. Kind of looks like you could use some more black too, but you know what? We got to start sometime, and we have 13.5 minutes left, and a slightly sandy cloth. Not anymore. Let's find a different cloth. Ah, I remember this one. This one I think I'm going to use 3 different times if I'm lucky. So, where's my spatula? Because I think all this needs to go down here. Just take a minute. Make sure things start to get covered without having to put the paint-covered wet rag that we're going to drag through it in a second. And if I forgot to mention that, I'm sorry. It's a wet cotton t-shirt. I'd like to cut it in half and use it a few times, but I think I'm just going to do this. I'm going to dip it in the end. I'm going to push it over and tap it around. And then I'm going to wiggle it back and forth. I think I'm going to do that in between, as I can. And it made sense to me at the moment that I did it. And I'm going to take any paint I've got left on that, put it on that edge, and what am I going to do now? I'm going to do this over here, right through those vacant spots, and we'll figure something out. Or we won't, but we probably will. I want that to come back, so I'm going to do this over here. And we got a lot of paint. So let's just go ahead, follow my original idea, with the exception of dribbling on everything. Okay, I got a lot of paint that's extra. Live and learn. Oh well. But I'm going to be able to use up a good amount of that paint right there on the edges, and that seems to be working for me. I don't see a lot of cells again, and kind of lost my pattern in there. I'm not minding having this extra paint yet, although it's a little messy. I just made up so much I'm not feeling too bad about it. And we have all sides covered. That will go on some freezer paper. Maybe not this exact second, but it'll go. I'm going to put that wet rag with the paint on it to the side, just in case I need it for something, and I'm going to take out my torch that's been behaving a little bit better today, she said optimistically. There we go. See what happens. Okay, note to self, less paint next time. Way down. Not that far. I like that black up there. I do wish I had a little more in there. We're getting a few cells, but generally the more paint you have, the less likely you are to sell, because you're not agitating it as much. It'd be alright with me if this just stayed lit. That'd be cool. It's not going to cooperate. So, what I'm thinking is I can see this, and I'm going to mess with it. I'm going to take my spatula, and I'm going to complete some of those turns. I don't know if that's going to help or not. I'd like to get rid of the places I can see that I dribbled across, and just tapping will do that. And if you catch the paint early enough on, even if you're making a naked spot on your canvas, it'll be okay, because as long as the paint is thick, it'll heal itself, to a point anyway. You don't want to go too crazy. You know, that kind of is what it is. I could swipe it from the end and we'd have something interesting too. I'll tell you what, the last time I did one of these, which was very recently, I used a straw, and I'm going to do it again. That looks right there like a holiday to me. And I'm a paint stealer and a spatula tapper. So I'm going to tap and steal and tap. I'm just going to keep adding zigzags until I like it. Better than I like it now, which I like it okay. It's just not what I was thinking of, but that's okay, because like I said, that's how we learn. I really want to cover that canvas that's showing through. I really want to just take the black and go all over. I like the colors popping. There's still kind of a pattern, such as it is. All good as long as the colors are making me happy, and the colors are still making me happy. This paint is like, there's a lot of this paint. There's a lot of that paint. There's some great colors in there, I gotta say. I don't want to get too much more messed up with the pattern in the middle, because, yeah, what pattern? Okay. That was just sounding wrong. I have a couple of naked spots, or spots that I consider naked. Ooh, and I can see the paint needs to be tapped onto the side over there. I like this golden here. That's a big green section, but yep, I'm not unhappy with that. Maybe it'll keep selling somewhat. I'm kind of surprised at the few lack of sales. But not really, because of the excess paint. I'd like to say I have that story and I'm sticking to it, but I'm not sticking to anything. I'm still learning all the time. And I'm no different than everyone else. Just learning all the time. I could put some spirals in there, but whether that be copacetic or not, I don't know. And I was saying, you know, if I don't like it, I won't share it, but I do like it. It's just doesn't make me feel like I'm in control, which was supposed to be the whole point. Alright, nature will prove stuff like that to you all the time. You can think you're in control all you want. Steal some paint from over here because it's the right color. I'm going to steal the same paint from where I can see that it's all over my table. Similar. In this particular color mashup, I don't think similar hurts anything. That's a lot of color. I'd put spirals in there, but where would I put them and where would I not? So, I say, lesson learned, pretty result, probably less paint next time, but that's okay, because it's pretty. have this thing, you know, I need to have some sort of balance. I need to have the colors make my eye move around inside of something. But that being said, I might try this one more time. I don't know if we're going to get any more coherent pattern than I have now. But I did buy the multi-pack of canvases, so that's cool. As I ran the skewer through, I did agitate some paint, and we are getting some cells popping. So I'm not unhappy with that. Part of me just wants to find my fork and go. I think black and or white in there would have been interesting. There's some really beautiful parts. I mean, you could take little tiny pieces of that, and like a lot of people do, and just show the prettiest parts. You never know. That might catch on with me too at some point. Okay, so am I done? Pretty close. I could play for a while. I don't think I could hurt it anything, but I wouldn't recommend if you're unsure that you do that. I do trust my instincts to help me follow through, and I'm not thinking that there's much I can do to make it any better. Matter of fact, I'm thinking if I keep messing with it too long, it's going to be like everybody else's result. It's going to be too complicated and too muddy, and it's maybe already too complicated. So let me make sure you can see that, because it's still pretty cool, and it's going to dry pretty if it dries. It's so thick. Yeah, you can see most of that. Let's see. So remember, you learned it from me. Don't make your paint too thick. Oh my God, I went in the wrong direction. Perfect. Okay. Well, we lived and we learned, and we got something shiny. I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.